Hello everyone, welcome. Today I'm here to talk about the new plan to combat the Delta variant that Joe Biden addressed the nation yesterday. Okay. 자, 어저께 조 바이든 대통령이요, made a White House briefing을 했습니다. So he talked about the new plan. 자, 새로운 계획에 대해서 발표를 했어요. To combat the new Delta variant. 새로운 델타 베리언트를 어떻게 저희가 싸워나갈지. combat이란 단어는 싸워나가다, 물리치다 이런 단어죠. fight이요, fight, right? 그래서 제가 I'm here to get you updated, okay? 저는 여러분한테 업데이트 사항을 직접 drag information을 드리고 싶어서 지금 여기 이렇게 있습니다. Okay, so my job is English teacher. At the same time, I'm a reporter too, as you know. 제가 영어 선생님이지만 지금 번역 기자로 일하고 있기 때문에 I think it's very important to let you guys know what's going on around the US. 자, 여러분한테 지금 무슨 일이 있는지 알려드리는 게 I think, that's my job to do it. 제 의무 같아요. So that's why I am here. 그래서 여기 있고요. He made a 30-minute speech yesterday. About 30 minutes speech를 하셨어요. But I'm here to summarize it. Okay? 자, 하지만 제가 요약해서요. I made a 5-minute listening. 자, 5분 리스닝으로 했습니다. So, I want you to listen and comprehend. 굉장히 중요해요. 바로 들으시고 이해를 하시는 그런 습관도 굉장히 중요하기 때문에 Today, I'm not gonna go into like a word by word. 오늘은 단어 이렇게 안 하고요. We will, comprehend as a whole. 전체를 요약하도록 할게요. Also, it's very, very important to acknowledge what's going on in the US. 그 다음에 여러분 정말 미국에서 지금 어떤 일이 일어났는지 아시는 게 중요합니다. So let's get into the detail now, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna listen together, we're gonna comprehend together at the same time. I'm gonna explain, okay, what that means. 자, 같이 들으시고 이해하시고요. 동시에 제가 설명해 드릴 거는 설명해 드릴게요. Let's listen.
Even as the Delta variant 19 COVID-19 has been hitting this country hard.
But even if the Delta variant, the COVID-19 hitting the country so hard. 자, Delta variant가 hitting so hard 하면 타격을 주고 있어요. 굉장히 심하게 타격을 주고 있죠.
Even as the Delta variant 19 COVID-19 has been hitting this country hard. We have the tool to combat the virus.
We have a tool to combat the virus. 우리는 도구가 있어요. Combat the virus. 바이러스를 싸울, 그렇죠?
We have the tool to combat the virus. If we can come together as a country and use those tools.
If we come as a nation and use those tools, 그 도구를 사용하면, 자, nation으로 같이 협력해서, if we come together as a country and use these tools.
If we can come together as a country and use those tools. If we raise our vaccination rate, protect ourselves and others.
If we raise our vaccination rate, vaccine 비율을 증가시키면요, right?
If we can come together as a country and use those tools. If we raise our vaccination rate, protect ourselves and others.
Protect ourselves and others. 우리를 보호하고 다른 사람을 보호하고자 vaccine rate를 증가시킨다면
with masking, expanded testing.
And masking, 마스크를 쓰고요. Expanding testing, testing을 확장하고요. 그렇죠? 코로나 검사죠.
And identify people who are infected.
And identify people who are infected. 자, 감염된 사람을 identify, 찾아낸다면, 그렇죠? 즉 우리가 contact tracing이라고 하죠. tracing이죠. 즉 사람들이 감염되면 찾아야 돼요. 그렇죠? 그래야지만 don't spread the virus, 바이러스 확산 안 시키겠죠.
And identify people who are infected. We can and we will turn the tide of COVID-19.
And then we can turn and will turn the tide of COVID-19 이랬어요. 여러분, turn the tide 하면 tide는 조류잖아요. 지금 돌아가는 상황을 말하죠. 그렇죠? Turn this tide on COVID-19. 이 전세를 바꿀 수 있습니다라고 표현했죠. Okay, one more time.
If we raise our vaccination rate, protect ourselves and others with masking, expanded testing, and identify people who are infected, we can and we will turn the tide of COVID-19. It'll take a lot of hard work.
It will take a lot of hard work. 야, 굉장히 많은 일이 필요하고요.
It's going to take some time.
It's going to take some time. 시간도 걸리겠지만
Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans
Many of us are frustrated. 자, 우리 지난 시간에 설명했죠. Many of us are frustrated. 정말 불만이에요. 짜증이에요. 왜요?
Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated.
With 80 million Americans who are not still vaccinated. 즉 8천만 명의 사람들이 아직 백신을 안 받았대요. 미국에서. 그런 사람들 때문에 frustrated. 정말 짜증을 내고 불만하고 있습니다. 불만스럽죠.
Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated, even though the vaccine is safe, effective, and free.
Even though the vaccine is safe and effective and free. 공짜고 무료고요. Effective, 되게 효과가 있고요. Safe함에도 불구하고.
You might be confused about what is true and what is false about COVID-19.
그렇죠? You might be confused. 혼동스러워요. What is true? What is false on the COVID-19? 자, COVID-19에 대해서 혼동스러워한다고요, 사람들이. What is true? 뭐가 사실이고, what is false? 뭐가 거짓인지요. 그렇죠? As you know, there is a conspiracy theory going on. 자, 음모론도 있잖아요. 그렇기 때문에 이런 얘기를 하는 거죠.
You might be confused about what is true and what is false about COVID-19. If you wonder how all this adds up,
If you wonder how this all adds up. 자, 이제 숫자를 말할 거예요. If 너가 궁금하다면 how all this adds up. 수치를요, 합산을요.
here's the math.
Here is the math. 자, 수치를 제공하고 있습니다.
The vast majority of Americans are doing the right thing.
The vast majority of Americans is doing the right thing. Vast majority, 주요하게 많은 미국 사람들은 doing the right thing. 자, 옳은 일을 하고 있어요.
Nearly 3/4 of the eligible have gotten at least one shot.
Nearly 3/4 of eligible Americans got at least one shot. 3/4 하니까 여러분 75%죠. 그쵸? Eligible, 우리 저번에 설명했죠. 자격이 있는 사람들의 75%는 have gotten at least one shot. 적어도 한 번의 샷은 받았어요.
Nearly 3/4 of the eligible have gotten at least one shot. 1/4 has not gotten any.
1/4 has not gotten any. 그 중에 25%죠. Have not gotten any. 어떤 샷도 받지 않았어요.
That's nearly 80 million Americans not vaccinated.
That's nearly 80 million Americans have gotten vaccinated. 자, 수치를 보면 8천만 명의 국민들이 백신을 받지 않았습니다.
And a country as large as ours, that's 25%.
The country as large as ours, 우리 같이 큰 나라에서는 nearly 25%, 25%예요.
And a country as large as ours, that's 25% minority.
Minority, 소수 민족들이죠. 지금 우리 25% minority가 백신을 안 받았다는 거죠.
That 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are.
The 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are. 자, 25%의 사람들이 cause the damage, 피해를 입힐 수가 있어요. 그렇죠? 그리고 they are, 지금 피해를 입히고 있습니다라는 표현이죠. Okay, let's listen one more time.
Minority. That 25% can cause a lot of damage, and they are. First, we must increase vaccinations.
So now he's going to talk about his plan. 자, 지금 계획이 말할 거예요. Okay, that's the preview. 자, introduction이었고요. Now he's going to talk about his plan. First,
we must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with new vaccination requirements.
그렇죠? We must increase the vaccination rate among unvaccinated people with requirements. 자, 필요한 사항, 우리 의무 사항이에요. 그걸 가지고 unvaccinated를 한 사람들한테 vaccination 비율을 증가시킬 거랍니다. That's the first his plan.
We must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with new vaccination requirements. With nearly 80 million eligible Americans who have not gotten vaccinated,
So 80 million people who haven't gotten vaccinated,
many said they were waiting for approval from the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA.
many of them have been waiting for the FDA approval, Food Administration, 그죠? Food and Drug Administration approval을 기다리고 있죠. 승인을 기다리고 있어요.
Well, last month, the FDA granted that approval.
The last month, FDA granted that approval. Grant 하면 수여하다, 주다는 얘기죠. Grant that approval. 그 승인을 했어요. 그쵸? Last month에 우리 full approval 받았죠.
Well, last month, the FDA granted that approval. So, the time for waiting is over.
The time for waiting is over. 기다리는 시간은 이제 끝났습니다.
This summer we made progress through the combination of vaccine requirements and incentives as well as the FDA approval.
그쵸, the last summer, 자, 지금 요번 summer죠. We made a progress, 굉장히 잘 발전을 했어요. 되게 진보했죠. We made a progress with the incentives, incentive도 제공했고요. FDA approval, full 승인도 했고요. 그 다음에, what is the one more thing?
This summer we made progress through the combination of vaccine requirements and incentives as well as the FDA approval.
그쵸, FDA approval. As you know, what does it talk about incentive? Incentive는요, if you get vaccinated here, some county, they offer you the $100. 막 100불을 제공하고 이런 incentive가 있었어요. 그쵸? 그래서 incentive도 제공하고, some company, they mandate the vaccine, right? 어떤 회사는 mandate, 의무화를 하고, 그 다음에 FDA approval, full 승인 때문에 이런 combination으로 we made a progress, 굉장히 많이 발전을 했고 진보를 했긴 했습니다. 나아갔죠. 향상이 된 거죠.
4 million more people got their first shot in August.
그죠? 4 million more people got their first shot in August. 자, 8월에 4 million, 400만 명의 사람들이 백신을 받았어요.
4 million more people got their first shot in August than they did in July. But we need to do more.
But we need to do more. 좀 더 해야 됩니다.
This is not about freedom.
This is not about freedom, 자유에 관한 것이 아니죠.
Or personal choice.
Nor personal choice, 개인적인 선택사항도 아니에요.
It's about protecting yourself and those around you.
It's about protecting yourself and those around you. 너 자신을 보호하는 거고, those around you. 내 주변 사람들을 보호하는 겁니다.
The people you work with.
And people you work with. 너랑 같이 일하는 사람들이고요.
The people you care about.
People you care about. 자기가 사랑하는 돌보는 사람들이죠.
The people you love.
People you love. 우리가 사랑하는 사람들을 위한 겁니다라는 표현이죠.
So tonight, I'm announcing that the Department of Labor
So tonight, 자, listen carefully. 여기서 중요한 게 나옵니다. The most important announcement at the same time, it's gonna be the controversy. 굉장히 논박이 되는 지금 그 말을 지금 하실 거예요. Let's listen. So tonight,
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated.
자, mandate, 의무화를 발표했습니다. 자, 어떤 사람들이죠?
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor
자, Department of Labor 하면 노동부예요. 그쵸? 우리 중앙연방노동부요. Developing the emergency rule. 자, 긴급 규칙상, 법이죠? 발표하래요.
is developing an emergency rule to require all employers
Require all employers. 자, 고용주가요.
to require all employers with 100 or more employees
With 100 more employees. 자, 100명의 직원을 가진 모든 employer, 고용주들입니다.
with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers
그쵸? 그럼 전체로 하면 거의 80 million workers예요.
to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated.
To ensure those workforces, 일하는 인력들이죠. get vaccinated. 자, vaccine을 받도록 ensure, 재확인하랍니다. 즉, that's the mandate. So if the company has more than 100 workers, they should mandate their employees to get vaccinated. 자, 100명 이상의 직원이 있는 경우는 무조건 vaccine을 의무화하라고 하고 있습니다.
To ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week.
Or show negative test at least once a week. 적어도 일주일에 한 번은 negative test. 백신을 안 받으면 자, 음성을 제출하셔야 돼요. 테스트 받고요.
Next,
자, 이게 첫 번째 his plan, okay, to combat the virus.
I will sign an executive order
I signed the executive order. 여러분 아시겠지만 the U.S. President, they have authority, 권한이 있어요. To order executive order. 자, 행정명령에 대한 권한이 있어요. So I've signed the executive order. 내가 행정명령에 사인할 거예요. 어떤 행정명령이죠?
I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated. all.
그렇죠? The federal employee to get vaccinated. 자, 연방 정부에서 일하는 모든 공무원들이죠. To get vaccinated. 반드시 백신을 받으셔야 돼요. 예방 접종을 하셔야 돼요.
I've signed another executive order.
I've signed another executive order. 또 다른 하나는요. 행정명령은요.
I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same. I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same.
자, federal contractor. 자, contractor는 우리 계약 직원들이에요. federal 연방정부하고 계약을 맺고 있는 사람들이죠. I've assigned the federal contractor to do the same. 자, contractor, 우리 계약을 맺고 일하는 모든 사람들도 to do the same. 똑같이 백신을 의무화하셔야 됩니다.
If you want to work with the federal government and do business with us, get vaccinated.
If you work for the federal government and to do business with us, get vaccinated. 자, 우리랑 같이 일하고 싶거나 do business with us, 비즈니스를 함께 하고 있으면 get vaccinated, 백신을 받으세요 라고 mandate, 의무를 했습니다.
Get vaccinated. If you want to do business with the federal government, vaccinate your workforce.
그렇죠? If you want to do the business with the federal government, vaccinate your workers. 직원들을 백신 받으시래요.
The fourth piece of my plan
자, 다음 플랜입니다. The fourth piece of my plan
is increasing testing and masking.
increasing testing and masking. 자, 마스크를요 증가시킬 거고요. testing, 코로나 바이러스 테스팅을 증가시킨답니다.
From the start, America has failed to do enough COVID-19 testing.
From the start, beginning of the pandemic, 이런 식이죠. 초기에 the American failed, 실패했어요. To do the testing. 자, 이게 검사라는 걸 실패했대요.
From the start, America has failed to do enough COVID-19 testing. In order to better detect and control the Delta variant,
자, in order to detect, 잘 감지하기 위해서, 그렇죠? Control the Delta variant.
I'm taking steps tonight to make testing more available, more affordable, and more convenient.
I'm taking a step. 나아가는 거죠. 단계를 거칠 거고요. 어떻게 시키도록요?
I'm taking steps tonight to make testing more available,
more available, 좀 더 이용 가능하게 할 거고요. 테스팅을요.
more affordable,
more affordable, 굉장히 싸게, 저렴하게 만들 거고요.
and more convenient.
more convenient, 편리하게 만들겠습니다. So he's gonna make the testing a lot easier. Let's go into the detail. How he's gonna make the testing easier.
I'll use the Defense Production Act to increase production.
Increase production. 자, 생산을 증가시킬 거예요. 그쵸? Defense Production Act가 있어요. 우리 중앙정부의 그 법의 법조항이 하나고요. 요걸 사용해서, defense 하면 여러분 방어하는 거잖아요. 방어, 생산, 조항을 사용해서요.
Of rapid tests.
Will increase.
To increase production of rapid tests.
Increase production of the rapid test. Rapid test. 우리 rapid test는 if you get a coronavirus test, the result come up in 10 minutes. 자, 10분 만에 결과를 알 수 있는 걸 rapid test. Rapid test. 신속한 테스트라고 하죠. So he's gonna increase the production of rapid test. 즉, rapid test, 신속한 검사에 대한 그 production 생산을 증가시킬 거랍니다.
Including those that you can use at home.
Including those you can use at home. 집에서 사용할 수 있는 테스팅 킷을 포함해서요.
Including those that you can use at home.
자, one more time.
I'll use the Defense Production Act to increase production of rapid tests, including those that you can use at home. Well, that production is ramping up.
That production is ramping up. 자, 오늘 중요한 단어입니다, 여러분. Ramping up. 자, ramping up, increasing 이랑 똑같아요. So, test increasing, test ramping up, vaccination ramping up. 자, we use it a lot in the news article. 자, 시험에서, 뉴스에서 굉장히 많이 나오는 표현이에요. Ramping up. 자, while the production is ramping up. 자, 코로나 바이러스 테스트 킷이죠. 그거의 production을 ramping up, 증가시키는 동안
While that production is ramping up, my administration has worked with top retailers like Walmart, Amazon, and Kroger.
Our administration is working with a top retailer. 자, 소매 업체랑 같이 일할 거예요. 그쵸? 누구죠? Walmart, Amazon, Kroger. 이런 소매 업체랑 같이 일해서요.
And tonight, we're announcing that no later than next week,
No later than next week. 다음 주 이전에요. 그쵸? No later than next week.
each of these outlets will start to sell at-home rapid test kits.
Each outlet, this retail store will sell 판매할 거야. At-home rapid test kit. 즉 집에서 빠르게 할 수 있는 at-home rapid test kit을 판매할 겁니다.
Each of these outlets will start to sell at-home rapid test kits at cost for the next 3 months.
Next 3 months, 다음 3개월 동안 at cost 하면 돈을 내고 구입을 하셔야 돼요. 그렇죠?
This immediate price reduction for at-home test kits for up to 35% reduction.
But the cost는 35% reduction. The immediate price of a reduction for at-home test kit up to 35% reduction. 즉 지금 판매 the price you're paying will be reduced 35%. 지금 가격에 35% discount price로 판매를 한다는 거죠.
This immediate price reduction for at-home test kits for up to 35% reduction. We'll also expand free testing.
We will also expand, 확장할 거야. Free testing, 공짜, 무료 검사도 확장을 할 거래요.
We'll also expand free testing at 10,000 pharmacies around the country.
그렇죠? 10,000 pharmacies around the country 확장을 할 거고요.
And we're committing $2 billion.
And then we are committing $2 billion, 20억을 소비할 겁니다.
And we're committing $2 billion to purchase nearly 300 million rapid tests.
300 million rapid test를 구매하는데 $2 billion를 정부에서 사용한대요. Okay, one more time there.
And we're committing $2 billion to purchase nearly 300 million rapid tests for distribution to community health centers, food banks, schools.
Okay, so 이런 school, the food bank, or community health center에 자, 테스팅을 distribution, 분배하기 위해서 정부에서 2 billion, 즉 20억 달러를 소비할 것임이라는 표현입니다. Okay?
Schools, so that every American, no matter their income,
So every American, no matter their income, 수입에 관계없이요, no matter their income,
can access free and convenient tests.
can access, 접근할 수 있게 free convenient test, 그쵸? To access the free convenient test.
Tonight, I'm announcing
Tonight, I'm announcing, 자, 마지막입니다, 여러분.
that the Transportation Safety Administration, the TSA,
자, 우리 Transportation Safety Administration 하면 TSA고요. 보통 공항에서 일하거나 교통부서를 말, 교통안전행정부죠. 자, TSA
will double the fine.
will double the fine. 자, 벌금을 2배로 증가합니다. will double the fine.
Will double the fines on travelers that refuse to mask.
For traveler who refuse to mask. 마스크 쓰기를 거절하는 사람한테 double the fine. 벌금을 2배로 증가시킵니다라는 표현이에요, 여러분. As you know, when people travel, they gotta wear the mask, right? Some people refuse to do so, right? And those people usually pay fine, but this time they're gonna raise the fine. 그쵸? 벌금을 증가시킨다는 표현이죠.
Will double the fines on travelers that refuse to mask. If you break the rule,
자, 그 법칙을 어기면요.
be prepared to pay.
Be prepared to pay. 벌금을 낼 준비를 하십시오라는 표현이겠죠.
Be prepared to pay. And by the way, show some respect.
By the way, 그러면 자, 우리 토픽을 전환할 때 by the way 이런 말 쓰죠. Show some respect. 그들한테 존경을 좀 보여달라고요. Because some people, they ask you to wear the mask, but some people in America, they refuse to do so. That's why he said, show them the respect, right? That's the summary of what Joe Biden addressed the nation yesterday to combat the Delta variant. Okay, as you know, why they do that? 자, 왜 이렇게 급하게 발표를 했을까요? As you know, that in America in the springtime, when vaccination rolled out, when vaccine have been rolled out, 백신이 출시되면서요, we are hoping that we will have the herd immunity by summertime. 원래 집단 면역을 여름까지는 형성할 수 있을 거라고 생각했어요. But as you know, now already we are in September, there is no herd immunity, right? 근데 집단 면역을 형성하지 못했습니다. As you know, 70% American got vaccinated, and then, if you put it into the perspective, 10% of Americans already went through the virus. Altogether, that's already 85%. 자, 다 합치면 벌써 85% 사람이 백신이 있거나 아니면 벌써, they went through the virus. 바이러스에 감염됐죠. But we don't have the herd immunity, right? 하지만 herd 집단 면역이 없어요. So as you listen to the news or as you listen to the scientists or health expert, they don't talk about herd immunity anymore. 자, 지금은 집단 면역에 대해서 말을 하고 있잖아요. Okay, so that's what Joe Biden is. So basically, he's mandating the mask or he's mandating the vaccination, right? 자, 사람들이 말을 안 들으니까요. People who are reluctant or people unwilling to get vaccinated, hesitant to get vaccinated, right? They resist to get vaccinated. Now they have to get vaccinated because it's a mandate. It becomes a mandatory. 의무화가 돼서 무조건 백신을 맞아야 돼요. So now, what do you think is going to happen? 자, 이제 무슨 일이 일어날까요? I'm pretty sure there will be a suit going on. Every government, every state, every individual, they're gonna sue the government. 이제 정부의 sue, 이제 소송이 들어갈 거예요. Because they think some people, right? Some people think it's against the law. 법의 위반이 돼요. It's against the constitution. US 헌법에 위반이 된다라고 해서 they're gonna sue against the government. 이제 많은 소송이 들어갈 것 같습니다. Okay, so that's for today. The reason, I'm doing this very quickly, 제가 이렇게 빨리 하는 이유는요, I want you to get updated, right, with the news and drag information. 직접적인 정보를 좀 받으셨으면 좋겠어 제가 이렇게 했습니다. Okay, guys, this is a weekend. I hope you stay pleasant and stay safe. Bye, guys.